Okay, arriving at the retreat centre. So a race day has arrived. So first thing I want to say is that it's not actually a race. So maybe it's not a good analogy, but again, I've noticed that a lot of people sort of get to the retreat and they're kind of focused on the end, you know, and for example, I notice there's some people that come and they're writing books and stuff, and which is fine, except they're concentrating on what this book is going to, you know, how's it going to do, what they're going to do with it, you know. So they're focusing, they're not actually present, they're just thinking about something else. So, you know, again, just we just need to be a bit careful about that. So there is no, in my experience so far, there's no end goal. I mean, if you go back to what I described in one of the other videos about this constant process of increasing the vibration of our energy field, my energy field. So noticing where there's energy stuck, and then working on how to release it and let it go, and then let it expand. You know, as I do that, my whole energy field expands, and the frequency increases. So it's kind of this, you know, this ongoing process. So there's never a conclusion I'm come to is there's no end to this. As I said to you before, I feel like this, I don't know what you want to call it. We call breathing in and out. We know what that is, but this process of just constantly raising my vibration is just the same as breathing. It's just something I kind of do. So from that point of view, it's something, you know, done forever. So there is no sort of end to it, if you like. So yeah, I think just, you know, focus on your purpose, and really look at how you can help, you know, yourself achieve that while you're there. So some other things to think about when you turn up. I've mentioned this, you know, a number of times now, but I will keep repeating it about expectations. So when you first turn up to the retreat centre, that's when all those expectations come up. So just be conscious of that. You know, and maybe some legitimacy in what you're saying. You know, you might go into the bathrooms and there's no toilet paper there, for example. But you know, you might find you've got other things coming up, like, oh, I don't like the bed that I'm in, or the person that I'm next to, or you know, and things like this. So you know, just be mindful of your triggers and what can come up, because particularly that first, you know, few hours day at the centre is where a lot of the stuff comes up. We're feeling a bit discombobulated, and we've travelled for a long time, and we've come from, you know, one place to another. You know, I just picked up a woman yesterday who's travelled 29 hours to get here, you know. So be gentle on yourself, you know, and really be gentle. And I really encourage you to spend the time taking a breath, you know, arriving. I mean, these surroundings and where these centres are generally just stunning and beautiful, and so, you know, go for a walk around, bare feet, put your feet in the ground, and just feel the earth, and, you know, breathe in the air and listen to the sounds, and just really connect. Go for a swim if you can, or, you know, things like this. So really, really take that time to ground and connect with your environment. You know. One important point to remember, you know, the observation I've had, and, you know, including myself, is that there's a time lag, you know, there's a transition time. You know, you might have just travelled, in this person's case, yesterday from Holland, you know, to La Paz, and just come from one life, whole different environment, different people, different culture, everything, to something completely different. And you know, whilst we might physically be somewhere completely different, you know, emotionally and mentally, and to a degree spiritually, we could still be back where we were. So it takes time to sort of move, to transition between here to here, and, you know, sometimes it can take, you know, 2 or 3 weeks. So again, be gentle on yourself. Don't kind of just think, I'm here, I should be like this. You know, it's a process, and it takes time. And just, you know, the more we're present, we've got to what's coming up, the more we can work with it and let it go. You know, but if we're not present, then we're not, you know, we're not able to do that. And the last thing under this topic really is just so when you first turn up, you're going to be meeting, you know, a whole lot of new people for the first time, and there's a tendency for us to go, bah, and tell everyone all about our lives and who we are and things like this. I'm from New Zealand, and just be very, very mindful about what you say, because this is an opportunity where not often we get this opportunity where you're turning up where you know no one, they know nothing about your story, they know who you are or anything. And so again, if you think about this concept of retreating, if suddenly you're telling someone, oh, I'm a doctor or whatever, then there's a excuse or reason potentially to get pulled out of your retreat. Someone might want to ask you a question or ask you whatever. So just very mindful about what you say and what you don't say. Once we say it, the cat's out of the bag. We kind of a bit hard to take it back. So, my suggestion is just to say as little as possible. This is about letting go the life we've come from for a period of time. And maybe there's bits of it we need to let go forever. But again, so just be mindful of that. So, all right. So you've made it to the retreat centre, and we'll carry on. Thank you.